What's going on, everybody? This is your boy JD, and thank you for viewing Coast to Coast Gamers and also John E.M. Sims 1 here on my Twitch channel. Yes, I actually said it, my Twitch channel. That's because YouTube ain't paying me, and it's not like I'm monetizing this video anyways. So, go ahead and just say it. But here about to play NBA Live 19. No, not NBA 2K19. NBA Live NBA Live 19. Yeah, that's right. I switched over from 2K to NBA Live. So just want to check it out. Seems like everybody and their grandmother is playing NBA 2K19. I'm gonna go ahead and play Live 19. Usually on my franchise mode basketball games, I play a role as the general manager of the Utah Jazz. But tonight, since my throat is kind of bothering me, I'm not feeling all that hot. I'm just gonna do the regular gameplay. So hopefully you guys like it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and if you're not new to the channel, and even if you are new to the channel, like I said, hit the like button. And also, if you want to get my content right away, hit that little bell off to the side. That way you'll get it right away. So with that, let's go ahead and get to our first game of the season. The Utah Jazz versus the Sacramento Kings. Let's get it.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at the Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. Tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Utah Jazz. Kings begin with the basketball. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Rubio to Joe Ingles.
Defensive foul, number 35. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Rubio. Short jumper misses. Inside, he scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
It's the Kings now with the ball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. To Fox. Takes stock of the floor. De'Aaron Fox. Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Goes to the left side. Just not going down. And that's rejected by Gobert, the stifle tower.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Gobert. Rubio. Off the mark. Down to Cauley Stein. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Favors to Gobert. Off the assist.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
It's Sacramento ball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Favors. And draws the foul.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you got to be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
Number 30, Sacramento.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Fox across the timeline. Down a point. And it's turned away by Gobert.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Oh, emphatic slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Kings with the ball. De'Aaron Fox. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Slam dunk. Derek Favors.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Fox with it. 5-point game.
That's me. Hey, double screen. No, you can't go up here.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Joe Ingles to Gobert. With another basket there.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket. It's Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. Sizing up the defense. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Into the front court. It's Fox. Down just a couple. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Allen. Oh, he had him there for a second. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Team foul number 3.
First one goes down.
Good shot, man.
Number 99, Jay Crowder.
Goes 2 for 2. Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox. Down low Randolph. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Mitchell with the basketball. Leads 4. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Fox into the front court. Right now, down 7. Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Randolph. De'Aaron Fox. They work it to Randolph. Down low. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's Mitchell controlling the offense. To Allen. Not going to have it this time.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Mitchell with it up top. Up by 3. Grayson Allen. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. De'Aaron Fox. Almost. Tough shot in traffic. Cephalosha's shot, no good. Randolph. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Allen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, Grayson Allen is used to taking hits like that, hard ones. And how about one that happened a couple of years ago when he played against his teammate Donovan Mitchell at Louisville? Mitchell actually slapped him across the face. So when you think about these two playing together on the same team, that's Utah Jazz toughness right there.
The free throw, good. Caps off the 3-point play. The lead is 4. Kings have the basketball. Knocked loose. Screen coming. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot. Time expires on the quarter. The Jazz out in front.
That's the end of the first quarter. The gameplay is kind of smooth. It's a little bit easier to play than 2K, but it takes some used to getting used to playing because I'm so used to playing 2K. Been playing 2K for the past since 2K17. So yeah, but overall,
Second quarter,
it's a pretty good game.
This is what
Let's
we
get back
like.
to
This
it.
game is certainly in the balance.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They play with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Gets it to go, and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Count the free throw as well. It's the Kings now with the ball. De'Aaron Fox. Probing the defense. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Fox across the timeline. 9-point margin. To Randolph. Nice finish at the rim.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was a difference.
To Randolph. And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 50, Zach Randolph.
Utah's got it.
Come right.
To Favors. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
To Randolph. The shot blocked by Favors.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Shot from the lane won't go.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove.
Whoa! What a finish! That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Hield. Off the assist.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Jazz have the ball. Rubio to Joe Ingles. To Gobert. Denied at the rim.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Buddy Hield to Bagley. Has a chance. A shot by Hield, no good. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Well contested. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. To Gobert. Inside, he scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Off the mark on his free throw. Time for some new personnel into the game. Buddy Hield. To Fox. Cauley Stein. To Hield. For three. Misfires. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Alec Burks down low for Gobert. Easy path to the rim.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Buddy Hield, foreign scorer from the Bahamas.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Rubio to Joe Ingles. Beyond the arc for three. Ingles taking the momentum of the 2018 playoffs into that three.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Bagley. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Rubio to Gobert.
In the second quarter.
Not that time, and not his shot.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. They're formed through...
Cauley Stein powers it through. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Gobert to Rubio. Fires the three and knocks it down.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Textbook body control on the Euro step.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
The assist.
Utah ball. Nothing going here on that drive to Gobert. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Slam dunk.
And a lot of people say that his offensive game has not caught up to his defensive game, but ever since the Kings have traded Boogie Cousins, it's allowed him to be one of the primary targets for them offensively. I really like his vision, and he's starting to play with that athletic ability on the O end.
Great pass to set it up. Ingles with the rebound. Here's Rubio into the front court. The lead is 12. Rubio down to Gobert. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Utah with the possession. Scores and the foul. Rudy Gobert count the basket, and now a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Time expires to end the first half. The Jazz in command of this one.
The Jazz will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Rubio. Has a look. Shot for Mitchell won't go.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Hield. And the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Gets it in the right corner to Gobert. And count the basket inside.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Buddy Hield to Fox. It's a big finish. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Rubio. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended, but Ricky Rubio takes his man for a ride and knocks it down.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, are you sure you want to give me the ball here?
Cauley Stein. And the finish. Slam dunk.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
It's Jazz ball. Rubio goes to the left side. Deep right corner. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Spins and scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Fox with it. Down by 15. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Rubio into the front court. They lead it by 14. To Rubio. Add 2 points to the board.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. De'Aaron Fox slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Doesn't get the bounce.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rubio. They get it down to Gobert. Mitchell. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And throws it down. Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Hield. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Rubio to Alec Burks. It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox lays it up and in.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Favors. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Alec Burks. Rubio to Alec Burks. From the painted area, won't go down.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Mitchell with it up top. Lead stands at 10.
2 minutes.
To Favors. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rubio. Has a chance, and he knocks it down, Jay.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Kings with the ball.
I got ball.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield. The shot almost to Alec Burks. Runner's good there.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Into the front court, it's Fox. 14-point deficit. Oh, they called the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Randolph trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
One of the most prolific scorers I've ever seen on the collegiate level. Averaged 25 points a game that year at Oklahoma. Still, his game is going to translate. Needs to continue to work on doing things off the dribble. But safe to say, this kid has the entire package.
Sacramento ball. Jazz pick it up. Here's Rubio up top. His guys leading by 14. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
He gets it.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
To Randolph. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Here's Rubio into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Off the mark. Surprised he took that one. 3 quarters complete. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Fox into the front court. His guys down big. Inside, he scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Utah's got it. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Baseline drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Knocked loose. Rubio. Work it down to Favors. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Jazz have the ball to Allen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Fox across the timeline. Down a bundle. To Fox. The drive. Right to the basket. De'Aaron Fox. And he scores on the step back.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Grayson Allen. To Gobert. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Off the mark at the line. Fox with it. Looking to make something happen. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Curling inside. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. It's the Kings now with the ball. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Grayson Allen to Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Joe Ingles. Won't go. He can do better than that.
Closing out or contesting his shot is a really bad idea because now the offense knows they can extend you away from the basket, and that's away from your original position as being a help defender.
Count the bucket for two.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Shot won't go. Into the front court, it's Fox. He'll run the offense. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Utah ball. Grayson Allen. Down low for Gobert. To Joe Ingles. 4-3. He was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark. De'Aaron Fox. To Hield. Lets it fly from long range. And the rebound taken by the big Frenchman, Gobert. Nice pass to set things up.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Randolph to Hield. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
With another basket there.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Changes coming from both sides right now. From long range, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To Allen. Gobert. It goes down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
The assist from number 5.
Utah with the possession. To Allen. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. De'Aaron Fox. Down to Labissiere. And that's rejected by Gobert. The stifle tower.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And a putback slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
He's denied.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Now a 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have to say one thing I am going to miss is the TNT commentators.
Got the win with.
I am gonna miss
Does it for
those
us.
those
On behalf of the
commentators.
rest of the crew, good night.
Especially, I'm gonna miss the halftime show with Shaq and oh my goodness, you know what I'm talking about. Those guys. I'm gonna miss that, and also the actual commentators on the game. Um, if you ever try to watch a basketball game on ESPN, their commentators are so lame, so boring. They put you to sleep, just like on this game. So yeah, I'm gonna miss that about 2K. But other than that, I like the game. The flow of the game is a lot better than 2K, my opinion. Now you might be a 2K fanboy. Oh, there ain't nothing better than 2K. Blah blah blah. Boy, that hurt my throat just doing that. But anyways, yeah, the game flow was better than 2K. The actual AI actually play like a real basketball team. If you notice on 2K17 and 18, I complained about it constantly, how I had to do all the work to get the team to move around. But here on live, you don't really have to do that. Even when you saw how when I put up I asked one of my teammates to come and do an actual pick and roll. Well, they actually do it, a pick and a roll. Unlike on 2K, when I want them to do a pick and roll, they'll pick and then just instead of just rolling out to try to get open, they'll go completely the opposite way to where I want them to go. So that's what I like about the AI on this game. It's much better and actually moves like an actual basketball team. No matter if I play with live or 2K, Rudy Gobert still runs like he got center blocks in his tennis shoes. He run like he running with center blocks. He's still slow, but the skills that the computer got, that EA Live did for the team, is somewhat like 2K. So that's why the game is not that hard to actually, get used to, because it still has the flow of 2K. It's just, I don't know, for me, it seems a little bit easier because the AI actually moves like a basketball team. I don't have to do all the manual work. The AI actually does move around. They don't just stay stagnant out in the wing. If you have a 3-point shooter, all he does is just stay out on the wing. He doesn't move around. Or the center and the power forward, they'll play up, and that's all they'll do is just stay up. They actually move around. They actually either play high post or they get in the low post. Or they actually double team, where I don't have to really call out for a double team. If they see that you're having issues with your player, they'll actually help you double team. Now, I know you saw me ask the computer to double team De'Aaron Fox because De'Aaron Fox was giving me a run for my money with Rubio. But other than that, I didn't really have to do a lot of work. The AI actually did some work. I'm not saying that the game is super easy. Yes, I beat the hell out of Sacramento by 20 points, but that's just on pro mode. On pro mode on 2K, I would have beaten Sacramento probably around about 50 points. So, yeah, I'm gonna up the ante on my next game. I play Golden State next. That's when I'll actually do the scenario as playing the role of a general manager. I'll be doing my own commentating instead of hearing these boring ESPN commentators commentate the game. So with that, I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And I'll see y'all the next time when I play the Jazz versus the Sacramento Kings. I'm sorry, the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, you guys have right now it's about 11:25 tonight on Thursday. I don't go to work because I have some medical appointments that I have to take care of, so I don't have to go to work. Yay! But anyways, hope you guys like what I put up. Peace.